So here we are today again with our flamingo, Ted. And I've already mixed the paints. So it's Old Holland Yellow Brown, Chinese Vermilion, Mars Black White, and Old Holland Yellow Light. So, and then I also have some Cobalt and some Emerald Green. So I've already mixed them all together, so you can kind of experiment with that. And then if you're interested, you can just message me and I can tell you, or maybe I'll put it down in the information, I don't know. Anyway, so I've mixed it all and now I'm going to paint, and I'm trying to decide which brush would be best. Found this one out in the middle of the desert. It's a pretty great brush, that Joshua tree. I will most likely, maybe I'll try this crummy, crappy little brush. All right, so we'll take it here, mix it there. And I think I've been real excited I keep thinking about painting this flamingo, so I'm gonna get some pink in there. And I know it's not the correct pink just yet, because it's just not. But this has already been treated, this canvas also, so the oil paint. I usually do like a little, a ground over it, but, well, I didn't. So I don't really mind that too much, but it's pretty, isn't it? I like this color. I looked for my my tripod thingy, but well, I couldn't find it, so here we are. So now we're on, I don't know what day quarantine this is, but here we are. All right. I really like to put ground on the canvas, and that's like I'd use a marble dust ground, and it's a big pile of, looks like cocaine, and then you add oil, and I use Damar. So there's something in Norway, I don't know the name of it, but it's like a Banar, something like that. Anyways, so, but here, I just use some Damar. I use turpentine, linseed oil, and white, and then I make it kind of like this color, but much lighter. There, now he's cute. Okay, so then I didn't bring anything out here to wipe this on, so I guess I'll wipe it here and regret that later too. Okay, so shh. So now, let's see. Maybe I'll do a little bit of his beak. Not with that brush though. A lot of thinking, not thinking that goes into this. All right, so I'm gonna use, I would say actually I'm gonna use this again, and I'm going to do this whole bird, because this will kind of make it a cohesive. This will make the whole bird kind of come together, because it'll have the same undercolors. Let's see, and then I will take my white, a little bit of that and some white. But I hate that it's stark. I don't want stark white. So maybe I'll just a little bit of yellow, just kind of to get some under things. And we'll go, you can use anything under the base. The base can be pretty much any color. Then this is when you get to the top, you add some white to it. Okay. So then you're gonna take this here, and I'm going to take this here, and that there. And I'm still not, like yesterday, I'm still not worried about getting it all exactly like proportionately right now. So now I'll take some white and make it a little whiter on his beak. And if you'll notice, his beak has this kind of little thing here, so I'll leave that. And then we're going to come up here and here like so. And then he's got some little bit of pink right here because it's worn off. We want to get him true to form. And then, as you can see, I'm pregnant with that again. And then I'm going to take this black. Maybe I'm going to take this black. Yesterday's black dried up, so we're going to maybe make it gray a little bit, which is fine. Okay, so let's see, we'll take this and that. And I'm going to make it come up a little bit more. And I think I'm going to take a little bit of my green, because I don't know why, but I'm going to take a little bit of the green and I'm going to put it down under here, because where this is kind of a shadow area, I want it to start turning now. I want it to start being kind of right now. And I like the way that this looks, so I'm just going to do this kind of green under here. Let's see, so there's a shadow right here too. There is a shadow here. There is a shadow here. There's a funky shadow where his eye is too. It's kind of like right in here. And I'm using this brush because I don't have any control over it. It's the stupidest dumb brush, and I don't know where it came from, but it's like, it's just really like out of control. So it's kind of nice, because sometimes it's easy to get into kind of too much control in the beginning of your painting, and then you're kind of at not a good place. So here's this. And I really don't ever talk this much when I paint, so this is kind of a little more difficult. But like the beginning stages, yes, because you talk about composition and you can talk about all kinds of stuff. And but I don't know, right now it's just a lot of feeling. I have a lot of feeling and emotion in this. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of the green and a little bit more of this and a little bit of black, and I'm going to probably get a little bit in here like this, and maybe, okay, so then he's got a nice dark shadow right now because the clouds are going overhead. So it's a little bit darker, and then it's darker here too. So I just keep, that's one thing about painting from life, is that you can keep moving your paint around, and your light keeps changing, and that's how you know, because in a photograph, a lot of times, unless you've got a trained eye and you kind of know how light moves, you tend to make it look flatter. So, and then he's got all these little things back here too, but we don't see a lot of that. It's only a little bit, like from where the jar is at. So if we do this to here, it comes about here. So there's some feathers. And then what we'll do is I'll put the shadow in, and then go over the lighter areas with a lighter pink. See, now he's got some form. And right now his eye is pretty pink, because it is, but it won't be. It's going to turn into a real eye very shortly. All right, so now I'm going to wipe that brush off, and then I'm going to take this, and all of these are going to be muted kind of colors until the very end, because I want it just to be a, you know, just get the idea. And if you put darker colors on at first and then lighten it up later, it makes it a lot easier to add the highlights to it. So this is just kind of like an outline, kind of. Still pretty, huh? I like it. I love fruit. I like to paint fruit. Fruit's great. Let's see. All right, so then there's a shadow coming there too, and I think I kind of like this because it's a nice, what is it? 2 tertiary something, but it's a nice complement to it anyhow. There's that, and then it's got the sun's got some nice shadow coming now, right through here, and here's this. And I'm just going to add a highlight where I see a highlight right now, just so that I remember to come back and put it in there in the correct place. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, so we have the other oranges, so I'm going to do those also. So there's an orange here. There's a hair too. Okay, so there's an orange here. And I'm fully aware that these are not very professional videos. I got you. But you know what? I don't really give a crap, because I like to paint, and I just don't have time to wait trying to figure it all out. But I will definitely figure it out eventually. But right now I just want to get this out there, especially since I have students that I work with people with disabilities, and I teach them art, and they don't have anybody right now who's you know, like, this is our new job, is to figure this out, so they can paint at home, they can be inspired, they can, however it goes, because we've got a lot going on right now. And so I call them every day, and almost every day, and I'm working on putting together videos so that they can watch them, and we can talk about it, and whomever, because I've been meaning to make videos for, I don't know, like 15 years, 12 years, something like that, a very long time. So let's see what other orange we've got going here. All right, let's do this one. And okay, that was a flower back there, so I'm gonna put this orange here because I don't want it to go to waste. And then there's a pink flower, and I think I'm gonna take this. I usually have so many paint palettes, it's kind of ridiculous, but here we go, is that, and it's not the right color pink. I am very aware of that too, but that's okay, that's all right. And then we're gonna take this pink here. There it goes. It doesn't look very pink, I see that. Okay, let's see, we'll get some of this and some of this. Oops, and some of this. And I need something to make it differentiate between the orange, because I really want it to, I want it to be correct as I do it, so that I don't have to go back and make a bunch of corrections. So there's that. Okay, and then there is the table right over here, so I have to remember that, so that it kind of gives it a good perspective. It's gonna be, I think this will be a really nice painting when it's done though. And then I've got light blue here, because I've got the light blue of this jar. And let's see what else. You know what I think I'm gonna do? Because I put some mud on my face since I was gonna be out here and would dry faster, but now my face is cracking completely. See? And so I'm gonna stop here and maybe upload this one, since it's gonna be almost 15 minutes now, and then I will get back on and we'll finish it. We'll work on it more. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it because it takes time. All right, see you soon.